Hey everyone, I've got a quick question for you. What do your smartphone, a massive solar farm in the desert, and a super smart AI robot have in common? Well, you could say they're all hungry for silver. For a long time, many saw silver as gold's cheaper, slightly more hyperactive cousin. It was for jewelry, fancy plates, or that second place metal that nobody really wants. But something seems to be changing. Silver is having a massive career change. It's retiring from being a pretty metal and starting a new job as the super glue of the high-tech world. Macroeconomist Peter C. Earle, who is the Director of Economics and Economic Freedom for the American Institute of Economic Research, just wrote a fascinating article about this. He says silver is undergoing a structural industrial transition that is reshaping how silver is priced, traded, and understood. Basically, silver looks to be graduating from the jewelry box to the motherboard. So let's break down some of the big reasons why many think silver is becoming the secret superhero metal. First off, let's talk about power. Silver is like a superconductor. If electricity were water, silver would be the smoothest, slickest water pipe in the world. Because of that, the green energy world is pretty much obsessed with it. Think about solar panels. They use silver paste to catch the sun's energy and turn it into power. And electric cars? They're basically giant computers on wheels. A normal gas car uses a little bit of silver, but an EV uses almost double. As Peter Earle notes, industrial consumption has become the dominant driver of silver demand, accounting for roughly half or more of global usage. We aren't just hiding silver in safes anymore, we're literally plugging it into the wall and driving it down the street. But it's not just about green energy, it's about the brains of the future. Artificial intelligence, how your laptop gets warm when you play a big game. Imagine a giant building filled with thousands of super brains processing AI data. Those centers need massive amounts of power and cooling, and silver is the secret ingredient in the physical pipes and switches that make it work. Silver is the physical architecture of the digital world. If the internet is a highway, silver is sort of like the asphalt that makes the cars go fast. Without it, the AI revolution would be more of an AI nap. Now you might be thinking, if we need so much, why don't we just dig more holes in the ground? Well, here's the oops problem. Silver is a bit of a hermit. Most of the silver we find is actually found by accident, while people are looking for other stuff like lead, zinc, or copper. Earle points out that global silver markets have entered a period of persistent structural deficits, where total demand consistently outstrips mine production. It's like trying to bake 10 cakes when you only have enough flour for 7. You just can't flip a switch and make the earth grow more silver. Now, for several years in a row, the world has used more silver than it has produced. Now that's a big deal. Because this shift is so big, the old noise of the daily stock market doesn't tell the whole story. When you see the price of things jumping up and down on the news, well, it gets easy to get distracted from these huge long-term changes. That's why Goldco has put together a free gold and silver kit specifically designed to help you look past that daily noise and focus on the big picture. It's a great educational resource that explains how physical assets like silver have historically behaved during these exact types of market cycles where the world is changing how it uses its resources. Whether you're a pro or just starting to learn, this kit helps you understand the why behind the what. Just call the number on your screen or click the link in the description below to get your copy today. For hundreds of years, silver was like gold's little shadow. If gold went up, silver went up. The two were like two peas in a pod. But lately, they're starting to go their separate ways. For many, gold is what people buy when they're a little worried about the world. It's kind of like a safety blanket. But silver is now more like a workhorse. It moves when factories are busy and tech is booming. As Earle explains, this blurs the distinction between precious and industrial commodities. Silver is sort of like a hybrid. It's half money, half machine. This means the old rules for how silver is priced may start to be thrown out the window. So where does that leave us? Well, we're living in a world that is electrifying everything. We want more phones, more AI, more solar, more EVs. All of those things need silver, and we are not finding enough new silver to keep up. Peter's article concludes that silver is caught between two worlds, still influenced heavy by monetary forces, yet increasingly driven by the real economy's push toward electrification and digitalization. It's like silver is a superhero with a secret identity. On one hand, it's a store of value that's been used as money for thousands of years. On the other hand, it's the fuel for the 21st century. And right now, the 21st century seems to be winning. The world is changing fast, and silver is right at the heart of that change. If you want to stay focused on the durable, long-term drivers of precious metals, the ones that carry no counterparty risk and act as a shield against currency debasement, you need the right information. That's where Goldco comes in. Goldco makes it easy to get oriented. When you request your free gold and silver kit, you'll see why thousands of Americans have trusted them to move over $3 billion in precious metals. Plus, for those who qualify, Goldco is currently offering an instant match of up to 10% in bonus silver or gold on qualifying orders. Just call the number on your screen or click the link in the description to learn more. And hey, if you want to dive into the deep end of the data and learn more about gold and silver's parabolic rise and the reasons for the recent pullback, well, I've linked Peter C. Earle's full article in the description below. It's a must-read for anyone who wants to stay ahead of the curve. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.